All right, what's going on, everyone? We have a kind of a. Is this a good deck? I don't know, but I've actually been having some success with it. So, the idea behind this deck is these two creatures are insane and they're broken, and I can't believe it. So this is a 5-mana 4/6. When it enters, you draw a card. You can also warp it for 2. Also, if you have 1 or fewer cards, you draw 2 cards. So that's cool. And then we have Marang River Regent. 6 mana for 6/7. Holy crap, flying. When it enters, you return 2 non-land permanents to their owner's hand. I mean, these cards, just raw power, are just insane. And they're usually played in different decks. This is usually in more like kind of aggro, tempo-y type of decks. You think of like Dimir Midrange and those types of decks. This is usually a control finisher, but they actually curve out nice. The problem is current standard curving out with a 5-drop into a 6-drop just isn't very good. It's too slow. But the idea behind this deck, there's a couple ideas here. First off, we have the fair plan, which is, it looks something like this. So we have a 2-mana 2/2. When it enters, you behold a dragon, and when you do that, you make a treasure. Then whenever you play a dragon, it gets a +1/+1 counter and flying until end of turn. We can do turn 2, get a treasure. Turn 3, play this. When we attack with it, we can get a treasure, and that can ramp us into this sort of stuff, right? So like we have this fair kind of curve. But fair, standard's not fair. You don't win standard by being fair. You have to do something broken. Everyone has to be doing something broken. What's the broken thing we're doing? And that's Splash Portal into Quantum Riddler. So this is exile a creature you control, then return it to the battlefield. The idea being that you can warp this for 2, you can draw a card, then you can splash it, flicker it, draw another card, and have a 4/6. So for 3 mana, you get a 4/6 and draw 2. Draw 1 sort of, because you have to spend another card, but net 1 card, get a 4/6 on turn 3. That's the broken thing we can do. We also have this, which is another warp creature that we can splash portal. We can pay 3 for it, deal a damage, splash it, have it re-enter, deal another damage, then just have a 4/5 with haste. That's not as exciting, but it's an option. We can also just splash portal a Regent that's already in play. We can attack with it, so it taps, deal 6 in the air. Then for 1 mana, we flicker it, it enters untapped, so now it's ready for blocking and bounce 2 permanents. At that point, it's 1 mana, bounce 2 things. A little bit better than Into the Flood Maw. 1 mana, bounce 2 things, and also have an untapped 6/7. And we can always bounce these. For empty-handed, we top deck one of these. We can just like flicker this, draw 2, right? After it attacks. And the rest of the deck is trying to be controlling. We have bounce, we have damage, we have draw. Another important aspect of this is we have draw, filtering. But these are just very controlling. Bounce to stall, draw, discard, deal 3. We can wipe the board here or just draw 2. This is such a good card. I don't know why it's not played more. Its sorcery speed is probably the weirdest thing. But it's a board wipe, especially in our deck. We can deal 6 to everything. I think technically, this is still 4, I think. But yeah, we can wipe the board, but also just 4 mana, draw 2. And a deck that's already drawing like crazy. Is this deck good? I mean, it felt okay when I was playing it a couple days ago. We do have 4 copies of a legendary that isn't necessarily must kill. And, we have a lot of top. And though, do note, I forgot to mention that this can be cast for 3, which would be here. This can be cast for 2. This can be cast for 4. So our curve might not be as bad as it looks. We do have the ability to cast these much lower on the curve. They just also have very big late game potential. So that's our deck. Izzet Dragons. Oh, by the way, I started this when I first built this. I thought this was a dragon. I was so disappointed when I realized it was a Sphinx. But this is Splash Dragons, my own brew. It's pretty standard stuff. But Sarkhan ramping into dragons. Is that good in standard? I don't think so, but we're gonna try. I do want to stress, pretty important here. God, 2 multi. We don't have a shock land. This is definitely a very casual deck. My God. Okay. So, don't build this. Don't play unranked. It's not going to be good there. But we can draw a card. Okay, sure. So we play this on red, tapped Mardu. Sure. Come on. Red, tapped. Drew our broken thing a turn late. Unfortunate. Sure. Okay. Bounce. Don't even know what this is. Don't care. Get out of here. Sure. Bounce. Is that the end of the game? Feel like it could be. We'll play a 4/4 dragon. A perfectly fair 4 mana 4/4 flying trample makes a treasure when it attacks. My god, would this have been broken like 4 years ago. Remember when Dungeons and Dragons was in standard and there was treasure synergies? But now a 4 mana 4/4 and a world of Ouroboros, man. Why would you ever play this? Well, I don't know. But here we are. The center's tapped, so can't play this next turn. They're gonna play Soldier by Ghost. Okay. Sure. 2 for this. Draw, discard this. Kill this. Play a tap land, play this. And behold, it's a dragon. Okay. Sure. Well, now this isn't gonna draw 2, but I'm gonna do this anyway. Draw a card. We'll draw a land. We can do this, I guess. I don't know if it's that good. We do draw the land, of course. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, 3 cards. Opponent. Sure. What a weird deck, but okay. We are an unranked, because that's where this deck should be played. Cool thing about this, by the way, our stuff has such high toughness that we can sometimes wipe the board and leave our Riddlers and Regents in play. Yep. Tap land. Well, pay 6 for this. Return this. Submit. Play the land. Don't want it. And attack for 4. Okay. We can bring them down to 4 next turn. We can 4 mana draw 2. See like a splash portal here? We could bounce either one of these. We could... Yeah, splash portal. Bounce this, draw 2. So it's not bad. So... 4 for this. Attack for 4. Do I just draw 2? I'm gonna do this. Tap this. Draw. Discard this. Kill this. Alright. Okay. That's gone. Snare. Fine. Oh my god. Please stop drawing lands. Stop drawing lands. Oh my god. Seriously? I'll take it. Autopay. Draw. Discard. Okay, well I got through a lot of junk, I guess. Yep. Sure. It's suspected. Let's sleight of hand first. That's pretty good. I'll take this. I'll 6. Do this. Bounce, bounce. 3 for this. Attack. Down to 8. Okay. Snare. Yep. Need another removal spell though. What does this do? Return to hand. Okay. Yep. Dead in the air though. Another land. Attack for 8. Make a treasure. Okay, well we won against some kind of jank deck in unranked. That's kind of a nightmare with the number of lands we drew. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. Okay. We did draw a lot, to be fair. We had more lands because we drew through more of our deck. Okay. Game 2. We can behold a dragon. Can surveil turn 1. It's Lifegain and unranked. Isn't that fun? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't cast it. I just want lands then in that case. Yep. That sure looks like a Lifegain deck and unranked. Isn't that fun? Are you glad this... I'm going to complain about it again, aren't I? I'm not. I'm not going to. Pass. But I do hate stuff like this. And unranked, it's kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe. Yep. Yep. Do we just quit? I feel like we just quit, right? Like, what's the point of even playing this? I don't know. Take 4. This is ward pay 3 life, right? So we do 2. Draw. Discard. Here. Then we bounce. Pay. Attack for 2. Okay. Yep. Sure. Let's just do 5. Auto pay. Get a counter here. Attack for 7. Down to 14. Yep. And now they play Amalia. Gain 3. Ugh, pain. So much pain. Yeah. Okay. They get a removal spell. They go to 17. Can't get their removal spell. If I had a treasure, which I don't. We're gonna pay 4 for this. Going to attack for 8 here. Down to 9. They're gonna kill something. Nothing I can do about it. Yep. I don't know why they attacked with those. Sure. Return this. Yep. Pay 3. Take action. That's pretty good. Actually, we just have lethal. 6. They need a 1 mana removal spell. Bounce, bounce. And then we attack for, Okay, well, we beat a tier 1 deck. Or, a tier 1 best of 1 deck, right? It's kind of a tier 2 deck. But, I did just want to quit that game, I'll be fair. But we did win. Not the deck I want to be playing against in unranked, but it is what it is. But you saw how we could, like, play a control game? We were very controlling. No dragons for this. 2 bounce spells, which is awkward. Yeah, 4 into the Flood Maul might be too many. Maybe it's worth adjusting that. I don't know. Maybe after this game. I keep drawing them and I'm like, man, those sure don't... Oh my god. No, it's not. I thought it was this... That was the same deck. Oh, I need the dragon, actually, so I'll keep it. Need the dragon for Sarkhan. We play this. We play this. We say, behold, it's a dragon. And, yeah, I'm gonna have this turn 3, I guess. Okay, it's just a Reanimator deck. Although, with this, I don't know. It's weird. It's an Oculus. What the heck am I looking at? What, I mean, these are all 3 great cards, but what are they doing in the same deck? That's the problem with playing 4 copies of a legendary. We'll just play this. Get a counter, attack. If we don't draw land, we can draw here, warping it. And we'll still have a bounce spell up. Yep. Okay. I kind of forgot this even existed, but sure. Let's bounce this. They get the Manifest Dread, but still. Yep. Okay, warp. Try to get a land. Oh my god. Attack for 4. Get a treasure. Okay, bounce this. Auto pay. Okay, I wish I could have splash portaled, but I didn't want to lose my dragon. It's giving me treasure and I kind of need it, so. No blocks. There's a land. We'll go blue. I'm going to pay 2 life. Going to attack first, see what happens. Okay. Sure. So. Okay. Sure. We're just going to draw 3, discard 1. This one. Nope, one of these. Okay, we can get Quantum Riddler next turn. Ketramos, what is this deck? It's got so many good cards, just not necessarily like synergistic ones. They're just a pile of like really good stuff. Draw a card. Okay. Huh. So, Oculus does exile for Ketramos. Kiora draws and discards for Oculus. I don't know what Sephiroth is doing. I'm gonna lose to it. Sephiroth and Sanguine Evangelist seem really weird. But, so we need to draw, discard. Okay. I guess this. There's nothing we can do. We lost to that. Okay, get me out of here. That's just a weird deck, man, but it works. I mean, it's a Ketramos deck. The problem with Ketramos... Oh my god, I meant to hit view battlefield. The problem with Ketramos decks is they're so grindy, so having like an Oculus plan kind of makes sense. You have a stupid broken card, which disappeared when VV Cauldron was popular. That card should probably be re-examined. And then they had the Ketramos... I'm so triggered by these passages, but it's fine. We'll play this as a blue source turn 1. Yeah, that was an interesting deck. Never mind. We'll play this. Sleight of hand. Looking for a splash portal would actually be good. Or 2 lands. Okay, well, just get a basic. So we have Sarkhan, nothing to behold again. We have Riddlers that don't do too much here. 2 Fabled Passages, so this is just Landfall. Sarkhan with no dragon. No dragon to behold. Yep, nothing. So this is green Landfall with an awkward draw with the Fabled Passages. Island. Well, that is not what I expected. Storm Chaser's talent. Okay. So they just got unlucky drawing passages. Sure. Let's attack for 2, see what happens. Okay, so let's just Riddler draw. Not a dragon. It's another one. Alright, I'm gonna hold up into the Flood Maw for the token in case they try to go crazy with a bunch of spells here. Yep. Is it? Or is it Dimir? It's Simic! It's Simic with Storm Chaser's talent. What's happening? I don't know. I'm gonna take the 1. See what they do second main phase. Okay. Well. Bounce the token. Splash portal. We'll play this draw. We'll splash this. If only it was a dragon, it'd be so good right now. Sarkhan would be like a 5/5. But it's not. We'll just go ahead and play Sleight of Hand as well. I will take a dragon. Okay. I have 2 lands already, it's fine. Draw. I think they're just mana screwed, unfortunately. 2 Fabled Passages, no other lands. Landfall, so it is a Landfall deck. Just a weird one. Yep. Best tough deck would be Nova Hellkite. Could play it, attack for what, 8, 9, 10, 11? That's not Nova Hellkite. So I can Riddler. I can splash. Sarkhan should be a 7/7 right now. God, I cannot believe this whole time Quantum Riddler was a Sphinx. It's a weird Sphinx too. Have you ever looked at the art? It's like the legs are on backwards. Like what's happening here? Like these legs are upside down, but the arms are going this way. I don't understand. Should I have played this and just discarded a land? Probably. Or a Boroid. Well, I don't feel bad now. Opponent's playing Ouroboros. Let's draw a discard. There's a Nova Hellkite. Does that win? Let's discard this. We cannot cast it, but we can warp it. 4, 8, 12, plus 3. Yeah, we're fine. Deal the damage here. Get a counter. Get flying. Attack. That's what we're trying to do, is just like... opponent got mana screwed. I'm not saying anything. Let's just go to the next game. Like, it feels like it could do powerful things, but man, is it awkward all the time. You know what might make this deck so much better? Is when released, there will be changelings. Changelings will really help angels and dragons and any creature type deck, any tribal creature type deck that is built around big, clunky, creature types. For angels are big, dragons are big. So if you can get changelings that are small and cheap, they can help fill out your early curve. I don't know if this deck specifically needs it, because we're not that all in on this idea of tribal dragons. We're just using Sarkhan. I think Sarkhan might be the weakest card in the deck, to be fair. I think we'd be better off with like some sort of tempo card. The Flood Mauls keep tilting me, man. I'm not gonna cast this. I feel like we need 1 or 2 less. Maybe just like Lightning Strike or something. But yeah, I do think we could take Sarkhan out of this deck and just be like, is it control with these top end dragons and sphinxes? And it'd probably be better. Opponent is slow. I like these sleeves though. I got them in midweek Magic and I use it sometimes. It's kind of cool looking. Okay. Well, we're gonna kill that for sure with the Dragon Hunt. I think it's actually play this Behold and maybe bounce this turn. Put a stop. I guess I can wait until they try to draw land. Maybe I wanted them to replay this, to be honest. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm ready. Alright. Bounce this. Because if I let them replay it, it gets killed by the Hellkite. Now it doesn't. Does that mean that I should just pay 3 for this? And we can kill the Mystic next turn. Feels kind of weird, but I think this might be correct. Just play Mystic. Perfect. That's scary. What are you doing with that? Oh, I gotta kill that then, huh? Okay, we'll play this. We'll play red. Pay 2 life. Pay 5 for this. Deal damage here. Attack for 4. They block. Okay. So it's a Reanimator deck, but they have Mystic and Valgavoth's Faithful. Okay. Bounce. Autopay. Sure. Okay, we can attack for 4. Do I just draw 4? I'm just gonna draw 4. Or draw 2. I'm not drawing 4, that'd be crazy. Decline. Okay, it's fine. Weird game, weird deck. We are an unranked. So, that's the kind of stuff I want to see in unranked. Alright, that is Splash Dragons, or Izzet Dragons. Realistically, I think you could cut this. I mean, it is nice to ramp into the dragon, right? Like, turn 2, Sarkhan, into turn 3, Decadent Dragon. Attack the following turn. Play a really big thing. Feels good in theory. Did we do that once? I don't think so. There is an Izzet deck in Standard. I'll go grab it. Let me import this deck really quick. Okay, where is it? It's gonna go to the bottom. Here. So this deck, how much would it cost to craft it? 4 rares? Same idea. We have Riddler, we have Splash Portal, but it's playing this, and it's much more controlling, as you see. This is like a realistic idea of what a good Splash Riddler deck would look like. This has, this card makes a big thing as you play spells, and as you see, it plays a lot of spells. There is also discard changes. There is also import. This deck, which has been very popular recently, like an Izzet control deck with a Riddler at top. This is probably the more competitive build of this type of deck if you're wanting to play like an Izzet kind of up-tempo, kind of aggro, but with a lot of like low-end control stuff. This makes a lot of sense. But we're playing Sarkhan. Not quite as good. And Decadent Dragon. A 4-mana 4/4 flying trample that makes a treasure when it attacks. Shockingly, is kind of mid in current standard. But what can you do? Anyway, that's just a deck. Casual, fun, silly. Play it if you want. Don't spend a bunch of wild cards on it. Don't play it in ranked. Okay, that's it. Leave a like if you liked the video. And I will see you in the next one, guys.